Okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is TATE, and this assignment is for my public speaking class, week 7. Today, I will be giving you a speech on a quote you may not be familiar with, and one that I have yet to meet a person who knows of the quote. The quote is, "Let us not glide through this world and then slip quietly into heaven without having blown the trumpet loud and long for our Redeemer, Jesus Christ. Let us see to it that the devil will hold a Thanksgiving service in hell when he gets the news of our departure from the field of battle." Charles Thomas Studd. This quote has been inspirational to my life. Take a moment to consider the words. Field of battle. We are on a battlefield. Our lives are a battlefield. And the man who wrote this lived by that. He was a graduate of Cambridge and a professional cricket player. But C.T. Studd was a man on a mission. He forsook his extensive inheritance along with his career as a professional cricket player to join China Inland Mission in 1885. From there, 2 years later, he met and married his wife. They, at the turn of the century, left China and went to India at the turn of the century, 1900s, and from then ministered in India until 1906. From there, they went and returned to England. After returning to England, he and his wife made a very influential choice in their marriage. She stayed in England, and he went to the African Congo. There, he would die at the age of 70, and they would never see each other again. She remained in England with their 4 daughters to raise funds to support his missions. But he gave it all for Christ. He was known for his impact on muscular Christianity, which was a movement begun in the late 1800s and early 1900s, encouraging believers to combine moral character of a Christian, someone who is self-controlled, long-suffering, patient, graceful, with those who have subjugated their body and their physical strength to Christ, being weapons for Christ, for the glory of God, using body and soul for the kingdom. He lived by the motto, "'Twill soon this life be past." This motto was that his life was insignificant, but for Christ. It is Christ who leads him on, and it was Christ who made his life significant. From there, he wrote something that is even less well known, and he published it in 1914. It is called The Chocolate Soldier, and it is where I brought my quote to you. In this book, he describes 2 Christian soldiers. One, he describes as the chocolate soldiers, a sweetie, a bonbon, lover of pleasure, Christian in name only, and like chocolate, put them in water and they dissolve and are gone. They are not true followers. They are not those pursuing Christ, hardened warriors. The latter soldier, the one he calls for us to be, are believers who make a ruckus. Ones who are bold and forward, telling all with exclamations about Christ and what he has done for us. They are Christians who are a force someone the devil notices and makes his mission to stop them and rejoices the day of their death, just as Job. Job was such a man of God that the devil noticed him. God favored him. God calls him righteous. The devil sought to destroy that. But that man, the man like Job, is what C.T. Studd calls us to be righteous men of God, men and women. So, life is but a passing stranger. One moment you meet, your eyes lock, you might have a conversation with him. When you're done, you leave, you forget. It's like your aunt's keys. She puts them down and she forgets them. And you spend forever looking for them. But that's beside the point. The point is that a century from now, no one's going to remember you. Unless you leave a legacy. So what will that legacy be? Will it be a legacy for Christ? He is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose. Another quote from Jim Elliot. Jim Elliot and C.T. Studd were on the same brainwave. They believed in giving their absolute all, mind, body, and soul. 10 out of 10 die. Can't control it. Then is it folly to throw caution to the wind and run the race for Christ? So I ask you, are you a chocolate soldier? Are you consumed by the leisures of this world? Do you fall victim to pleasure? Or are you a hardened warrior, a true hero, a saver of souls? Are you living with abandonment for Christ? Putting away the chocolate soldier who pursues the pleasure so much, just as a moth eats through fabric, so the chocolate soldier will eat through pleasure. Will you be one who pursues what he cannot lose? Heaven. Will you accept the gauntlet of being a true soldier for Christ? My sources today are C.T. Studd, The Chocolate Soldier, as well as Muscular Christianity, Cricketer, and Missionary for C.T. Studd.